What up? What up? All right. So today we're talking about group habits. So group habits. What do I mean by group habits? I think when we're talking about reach, again, I want you to first, consider what the goal is. The goal, and I have it down here, is understanding the goal is get in front of more people, right? And I don't like the way that sounds. I don't like the way I put that. So let's change that up a little bit. But I think you get it. Understanding the goal. There we go. Period. And let's do it this way. There we go. All right. So get in front of more people. That's the goal with your reach. You're looking to expand your reach by getting in front of more people, specifically giving your service, product, content, etc., in front of more people so you can expand your reach. So when we talk about group habit, understanding your audience's habits will better help you expand your reach. So let's kind of talk about, three different things that we can do to help us better think about what our audience's habit is and what the group's habit is. So number one, where do they go? Where's your audience at, right? If you're going to place an ad, you're going to place some content in front of your audience, you need to know where they're at. So where do they go in terms of physical locations, and also surfing on the internet? Where do they go specifically? Do they hang out at restaurants? Are they traveling? Are they not traveling? Are they at home? Where do they go? Okay, where are they at? Um, Determine that. Think about that. Right. Break down your specific audience, a specific kind of customer you're looking for, and really start brainstorming and thinking about what their day looks like on a normal basis. Where are they going? And then, as you can start to formulate and break down those places, then you can start to understand maybe, hey, how can I advertise? You can ask that question. How can I advertise? How can I get an ad or get content in front of them at these locations? All right. Number two, what do they do? So what do they do on a normal basis? Right? On a daily basis, you got the people in your group and they're doing stuff, right? What are these things that they're doing and what does that look like, right? What kind of interactions are they having? Are they at work? Are they, doing physical labor? Um, Are they doing something with their eyes? Are they doing something with their ears? Where they're listening to something every day? Just think about, right, what they're actually doing with their body, with their hands. Um, what are they doing on a normal basis? Are they touching stuff? Um, because that person, let me give you. All right, so why this is practical is the person who maybe is sitting down at an office and they might be doing something with their hands, but it's kind of very low maintenance. You in Ohio, for example, we have a lot of office jobs. What do you call them? Um, Really, just like customer servicey kind of jobs where you're just sitting down and doing a lot of work like that. So if you do, depending upon if you're talking actually to customers or not, is a big deal. Why? Because if you're not talking to customers and you're just, doing some sort of paper shuffling or typing in inserting data on a computer, you may have the opportunity to be able to hear things, which means, advertising on a platform maybe where they can listen to an advertisement versus seeing an actual advertisement might make more sense. All right, hopefully that makes more sense. We can probably deep dive into that a little later, but again, start to think about um, what they're actually doing on a daily basis, so you can kind of get your content and your ads in that space. Um, and third one was what? What did I say? What are they actually looking at? And let's not use that. Let's use that because I think that's really already. let's use, what are they thinking? All right, let's use that. So what are they thinking is probably a lot better. Definitely a lot better, because if you can try to get into your audience's head already, try to put yourself in their shoes. What are they already thinking about? Maybe previous experience with your particular product. If they're if it's something that's in like some sort of competitive market where they already kind of experience it, and yours might be slightly different. How are they already thinking about it? What's their perception of whatever it is that you've created, whatever it is your product might be already? And then you can start to place yourself in areas where they kind of already know it's coming up, but you're going to hit them in a different way, right? So I think if you can understand how your product is being thought about already, then you can use some creative ways, and you can start to do things slightly different than what the competition is currently doing. I really want you to thinking about what your customers are thinking about, right? Think about how their life is going, what they're experiencing, how they're interpreting um, their experiences, right? And use that, weaponize that as a way to change it up a bit and position yourself again in front of your audience. So, really, again, the third one was start to think about how your customers thinking. Like, what are they habitually thinking? Like, let me think of a good example of that. All right, so let's just use a real practical example, like hunger, right? You're hungry. Like in the morning, you get up, you might drink some water or something, but that first 30 minutes, hour or so, if you're hungry, are people like that? Are people in your group like that? What does that mean for you and your ability to reach them? Right? Should you be advertising at that time? Well, maybe if you're selling some sort of breakfast or something like that, maybe that's the perfect time to reach them, right? So they're thinking, or they're thinking about food, right? I hope that makes sense for you. So, like, again, think about the habits. That's what this whole video is about. Think about what your person, or your perfect audience member, or your client, or whoever. Think about what they're doing. Think about where they're going. Think about what they're thinking, and really start to break that down. And think about what habits that they have based upon these things on a daily basis. And then think about ways that you can deploy advertising and content in front of them, because that's the goal, in front of them and in front of those habits. And ultimately, you can use that to kind of expand your reach and get to your ideal customer. So with that said, that's it for this video. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. Share it. Again, feedback is important, so please comment. Tell me how you like it. Tell me if this was helpful for you. Tell me other things that you'd like to see. But again, habits. Think about them, break them down, and then use this information so you can get in front of your customer, ultimately your customer. All right. So with that said, we'll see you on the next video. Take care. All right. Peace.